I think that it's still in play and probably a smart move for any home buyer. Jaysen Barlow with Sell for 1%, and I am joined by my brother Jaime Barlow and my dad Dave Barlow. And my father has a term of the week he would like to share with you. Our term of the week is financially based, 2-1 buy down. And this is something that we had talked quite a bit about 6-8 months ago when interest rates were up near 8%. And buyers were looking for ways to get their interest rate down to make it a little more tolerable. And I would suggest that as a buyer, you probably want to do the same thing right now. Find yourself a seller. Seller has to participate in the 2-1 buy down because they're the one actually buying your rate down. So right now with good credit thereabouts, and this is January 25th, 2024, according to Ryan Cochran with NFM Lending, interest rates for good credit around 6.5%. The 2-1 buy down would allow you as a buyer to get your interest rate down to 4.5% for your first year of payments, and then 5.5% for your second year of payments. And then the cap would be 6.5%, the going rate right now, for the rest of the loans, so for the next 27 years. Now, if interest rates go down, which is what we all expect, you would have the opportunity then to refinance and take whatever the going rate at the time is. So if the Fed reduces rates here in the next years, we head towards the election, I'm a big believer that the government, the federal government, is going to try to make things better for us voters as we head towards the election. Interest rates could get down into the 5.5% or 5% range. And you may want to say, well, I'm just going to go ahead and do a 30-year refinance. Most of these programs for a minimal amount will refinance you. But the point being is that you can buy a lot more house with a 2% reduction in the interest rate than you can, say, at 6.5%. So, Jay, you were talking about this a little bit yesterday, that when interest rates were around 3%, a $600,000 house was about $2,300 a month. Was that the payment? Yeah, it was something like that. And so around that number. Yeah. And so now at 6.5%, that $600,000 house payment's probably going to be close to $4,000. But if you can get a 2-1 buy down in place, get it down to 4.5%, you can see how you can reduce your overall payment. So something we were talking about quite a bit, like I say, 8-9 months ago. I think that it's still in play and probably a smart move for any home buyer, especially if you can get the seller to agree, because again, the seller has to fund the buy down. It can't come from you. It has to come from the seller. But there's ways to do that. And if you have questions or thinking about buying a home or just want to kind of pursue this idea a little bit more, you got 3 guys here that we've done this with our lenders. Everybody understands the process. We'd be happy to talk to you about the process, put you in contact with a good lender who can handle this process, and then go out and find you a house that we can get your 2-1 buy down in place, save you a bunch of money. And that's the whole key here at Sell for 1%. Whether you're buying or selling, we're going to save you a lot of money, put you in the best position possible. So that's it for today, boys. I appreciate your time, your interest, your thoughts, and we will see you next week with our next term of the week.